you have awakened. With more to share, I hope.
I returned to Asgard.
And what did you see?
I bound the wolf Fenrir, Loki's son, with an unbreakable cord. The beast was enraged by my actions. We fought and I prevailed, but I could not kill the beast.
You visit lore and legend. Things I would never have imagined to be real. Parables, yet here you live them as memories.
Every moment there was as tactile and as vital as you and I seated in this hut.
This is wonderful. Was there more?
I can make sense of no more.
I see. The thrust of these visions seem clear to me. As in your first reverie, a fear of betrayal hangs upon you. Odin has seen fit to gift you with his infinite knowledge, and the treasure of his experience. Perhaps his tale is a warning. The indifference he felt is a great pity. See that you do not follow this same road. To do so would risk a loneliness, a personal exile, worse than death.
I understand. Or, I hope I do. Thank you, Valka. These new visions of Odin trouble me. Am I alone in seeing them? Or do the tales of sweat and fame hold some other meaning? Perhaps I should warm my bones by the fire. Gather my Odin. I feel you close. An uproar of memories, stretching far into the past. But I have silenced you and your influence. But I know you have so much to say. You are with me always. Deep within my hooker. I could trap you in this darkness until my end. Resisting forever this second side of myself. Or I could learn from you. To better understand the world that once was. Long, long ago. But not here. Not inside of those who would not understand what I am. Who we are. I have done all I can for my people. It is time to say goodbye. And set forth for distant shores and new adventures.
Fascinating. Eivor grapples with Odin's memories in a way unfamiliar to me. My own struggle with Loki was intense but brief, ending with a mutual understanding of who we were. Where will this new conflict take you, I wonder? This calls for a bit of animus magic, I think. Searching for future memories filtered by emotional intensity, grief, longing, sadness. Here we are, a few images from the future. Let's see where Eivor leads us. Hytham's bureau. Another memory fragment here. The memory fragment is close. I feel it. Let's move this timeline.
Eivor, have you given my offer some greater thought?
No, Hytham, I have not.
Then I will ask again tomorrow.
How does a heart so large hide in such a modest man?
I don't follow.
To work so tirelessly for strangers. Fighting not for yourself, not for your people, but for all the world. That takes compassion of a size I have never known or seen in others.
Ah, I thank you.
Do you not worry about your own family? Or your clan back home? How did you come to be so ruthless?
I do have a clan, as you call it, but no family. I was orphaned quite young. It may be this lack that drove me to join the Hidden Ones. They have certainly treated me as a son.
I too lost my family. But I gained another. This Raven clan. I owe them my life, and I would give them mine.
I feel the same gratitude, but on a larger scale. You see, anyone can join the Hidden Ones, and therefore everyone is worthy of our love.
I admire your cause, Hytham. But I do not have the focus needed to carry forth your creed. My mind is often divided between the present and the distant past. It will take some time to understand why.
Ah! Is it time? Forgive me, Eivor. We keep our training to a strict schedule.
Oh, of course. Carry on. And good luck with this lot. They're a wild crew.
Greetings, Eivor.
Eivor!
Have a look, Sunan.
Child of Varin? Eivor! Child of Varin?
King Harald's longhouse. I should find another memory fragment here. I'm getting closer. Spinning just a bit.
Young Harold has made quite a name for himself in our time away.
12 or 13 years, I think.
Sigurd! Eivor! You are welcome here. Come! I got word that you would visit, but I did not expect you so soon.
Stout men huddled around a map with eyes as hungry as their bellies. Little has changed here.
Yes. I spent half my life worrying over hastily drawn maps. But this is not a land we mean to conquer. It is a land in need of aid.
Iceland?
Yes. Our friend Ingólfur sends word that his new settlement is in peril. Cold winters and simmering blood feud. I have agreed to send supplies and men, enough to bring peace and ride out the winter. Eivor, it may be your coming here at this time to this place is a blessing from Thor himself. Would you and your brother lead this expedition for me? I cannot think of a better pairing to see this through.
Eivor, this is fated. I long for such an adventure. Tell me your mind. Does your heart fire burn for another expedition?
I am grateful for the offer, but I have not come here to walk down well-worn roads. I am here to say farewell, for once and all.
For once and all, are you leaving England as well?
I am. Sailing west. Accompanied only by myself. To a land found on no map.
For what need?
I'll discover that only when I arrive. But that is tomorrow. Today I would like to spend time in the company of those I love. And tell stories from long ago.
Beginning when?
Long, long ago. You understand?
Uncle, clear the room and bring mead and roasted minkval for 3.
Now, where to begin?
Eivor's memory fragment is somewhere nearby. The memory fragment should be close. Right place, wrong time.
Lord King.
Ah, Eivor. You are welcome here.
How does it feel to be home?
Not as free of care as you might imagine. It has been many years since I reclaimed my throne, but I have never taken it for granted. Not since my time in the marshes. Since then, I have been busy. Guthrum and I are inching towards common ground. A treaty is forthcoming.
Is that why you have summoned me? To find common ground?
I hope to. You are one of the great lords of Mercia, and calling you a friend would be a benefit to all England. What say you to a treaty, Eivor? Naming you lord of all lands northeast of your settlement.
In exchange for what?
Your allegiance. Not to me, but to Christ. And to the order I have convened in his name.
I honor your offer, Lord, and the trust you place in me. So here is my answer. You gave me this years ago. A beautiful piece. But it sits heavier in my pocket than on my heart.
You refuse, then?
Have no fear. This is not a new chapter in our conflict. I am leaving these lands for distant shores. You'll have no more trouble from me.
In search of new wars? Fresh lands to conquer?
In search of myself.
Ah. The most difficult destination on Earth. I wish you well, then. God be with you on your journey.
I'm a bit full up with gods at the moment. Yours may have to take another boat.
I'm close.
Oh no!
Yes, memory is quite near. Here we go.
He faces the rising sun. Good.
So, the rumors are true. The great conqueror has been conquered himself.
Eivor, how many summers has it been?
Far too many, friend.
Something amuses you.
I hardly recognize you. Is this the Guthrum I left behind, or some other gentler man?
The Guthrum you knew is indeed no more. Athelstan, I am now called. My Christian name.
Christian name?
A new name for a new life.
At the expense of all you gained.
I have not lost as much as you might think. King Alfred and I have forged a lasting peace, in fact. He has taken Western Mercia. East Anglia is mine. We are now discussing the fates of East Mercia and the North. The Danes, Eivor, are here to stay.
With Christ as their Jarl.
He is a powerful god. Within his sacrifice hides the greatest boons. Forgiveness, hope, love. Would you not consider hearing his message for yourself?
I have no time to meet new gods. I am leaving England. And I've only come here to say my goodbyes.
Will you return to your father's land?
Elsewhere. To unmapped places, in search of the unknown.
Ah, an adventure worthy of Odin. You and he share a love for knowledge and discovery, I have noticed.
Share is not strong enough a word.
Come then. We must drink and tell stories before you go. If they are to be our last, they must be our best.
Visions of Odin trouble me. Am I alone in seeing them? Or do the tales of Svartalfheim hold some other meaning? Perhaps I should worm my bones by the...
It's close. Very close.
These new visions of Odin trouble me. Am I alone in seeing them? Or do the tales of Svartalfheim hold some other meaning? Perhaps I should...
Here we are. A final future memory.
Will you not wait for morning?
I must get to London by the week's end. A crew awaits me there.
Not even a goodbye,
Everyone knows I'm leaving.
but not when. Does Randvi know tonight is the night?
Yes. We said our goodbyes.
I wish I understood all this, Eivor.
Do you remember my first visions? Before we came to England. Odin, Sigurd, the wolf, the Nornir.
Yes, they prophesied so much that came to pass.
They were not prophecies, Valka. They were memories. My own. Or, not my own, but lent to me by another. One who lives within me. My second Hugr. Do you understand?
I wish I did.
For so long, I considered only two possible futures for me. Surrender to these malicious memories, or reject them utterly. Now I see a third way. And as I grow older, it draws my interest. I want to learn from them. But I do not know where this path will lead me, nor what it might unleash. This is why, for now, I wish to be alone.
I see. Thank you for your trust, Eivor.
Embrace me, friend.
Farewell, Eivor Wolfkist. May Odin guide your way.
Not this time, Valka. This time, I will be guiding him.
Basim, is it?
William Miles. I asked to meet you in person.
Face to face, you said. So here I am. In spirit, so to speak.
So close, yet so far. A clever trick.
Quite a trick of your own you pulled off. Resurrection, hibernation. Many years in the making, I suppose.
There were some improvisations along the way.
You've spent so much time in the simulation these past 1,000 years. Why so eager to jump into another?
A simple curiosity. It has been so long since I saw my friend Eivor. I wish to know how this grand saga concluded.
Now you know. So, what next? Where will Basim go?
As far as I can, William.
I feared as much.
Do not. I cherish the creed that guides us. I always have. But you people are infants compared to those I left behind. I need to get you up to speed. So, let's get started.
Wait. If we are to work together, there is something I want first.
Name it.
These new visions of Odin trouble me. Am I alone in...
Viable genetic material obtained. Genetic memory extraction has begun. Estimated sequencing time, 29 days, 3 hours, 4 minutes.
You are in for quite a ride, Mr. Miles.
This is all so strange. And what of Ragnarok? The twilight of the gods? Are these stories true?
In a sense. The Great Cataclysm happened, much as your legends say. There were earthquakes and storms, wars and famine. My people died out, but yours thrived.
But you say there were no gods as we know them. So what natural force could cause such an upheaval?
How to explain? Does the term solar flare mean anything to you?
I don't think so.
This may take some time to describe.
Not a problem. Time is all we have left, old father.
Is it wishful thinking to believe this device has a thought interface? Do I really have to use my hands and voice? Magical.
Hold on, I'll just set this here.
Do you guys record everything we talk about?
Not everything, but you've been using the Animus so much, I thought this was a good chance to learn some things about prolonged exposure.
So I'm your guinea pig.
No, my guinea pigs are all dead. The Animus was too much for them to handle.
Cute.
Can I ask you about the bleeding effect? Any recent flashes? Any memories resurfacing?
Yeah, the usual things. Ghost images of Altair and Ezio a few times a day. Nothing intrusive, just brief moments. They pass quickly, almost without me noticing. Like a figure in the corner of my eye. Or remembering a dream from the night before. I did have one extended hallucination a few days ago. It was Ezio. He was older, around the time he left Cappadocia. He was standing on the deck of a ship, alone. And through him, I could feel an intense regret or guilt. And it felt to me like he'd had a loss of faith. In himself, in the Creed, like he couldn't keep it up. Couldn't stay true to his ideals. And as I watched him, I thought, is this the moment he decided he was done being an assassin? It felt like it. Anyway, most of my visions have been brief, lasting just a few seconds. They're like complete memories of small moments that appear suddenly out of nowhere, fully formed. It's a strange feeling.
Okay. Anything else?
I'm starting to see Connor now, too. Though I hear his voice more often than I see him. I'm sure that will change. Oh, yeah, and yesterday, just before bed, I had a memory of being on a beach in the Caribbean with a bunch of sailors. Or maybe they were pirates. I don't know. No idea.
Huh. We'll look into that. And how do you feel in general?
In general? Well, I feel older, for one. Much older. And it's strangely comforting. I'm collecting the memories and skills and thoughts of so many people. I feel like I've lived a few hundred years or more. Is it possible that if I do this for too long, it'll push my own memories aside? That I'll be everyone but myself after a while?
It's possible. That's called identity substitution. It's happened before, but it's rare. And someone with your background shouldn't need to worry.
My background? You mean someone with my genes? My abilities?
You have Isu DNA, and that lets you see things and do things and withstand traumas that other people can't.
And I can suffer in ways that others can't. That's not something to be proud of.
You mean the apple?
Yeah. It has a pull, Bex. It tugs at my brain. It talks to me. Teases me. Drives me mad. And what I did to Lucy... God damn it. Nothing is worth the damage I did. The pain I caused.
I know. But you're special. That's the point.
I'm not special, Bex. I'm lucky. That's all.
I understand.
We're assassins. It's our creed that makes us different, not our genes, not our blood. Anyone can join us.
That's true. But let's leave that aside for a second. What I want to know is, have you ever had any Isu memories resurface?
Isu memories? I don't think so. I can't even begin to imagine what that would feel like.
I think you'd know if you did. Maybe one day. We might be able to induce something.
Jesus, let's fix the world first, okay? Before we start digging up my ancient ancestors.
Deal.
With my luck, I'll be related to some third-rate Isu like Sisyphus or something.
Way to aim high, buddy.
Hey, you gotta.
Layla, thought you might be interested in this. Conversations that Bex and I had with Desmond back in 2012. December, I think. Just candid talks, that's all. We didn't square any circles or write any beat poetry. But he did have some interesting insights into his time in the Animus and what it means to be an assassin. Anyway, have a listen. You might find you and he had similar experiences. So, well, let me know what you think.
I lived, I died, and now I sleep. And in my sleep I dream. And in my dreams I see an end to the doom that will grip the earth once again. Find the wolf-kissed. Find the mad one. Find me. And save us all from another death.
You'll wonder where I am. You might wonder if I am. I don't know how to answer that. But I'm not afraid. And I'm not alone. We have work to do. Work that may take us days or years. It's impossible to say. But we'll finish it. What I mean is, don't come looking for me. It's too dangerous and too late. Take care of yourselves. Take care of the world we still have. And take care of...
No, come on, Sean. Turn that thing off.
Now, hold on. I like what you said there. I want to get this for posterity. Say it again, nice and loud.
Seriously?
Sure, come on. If nothing else, it'll give me leverage with your old man.
Ah, that's your angle. Nice. What I said was, I wish I hadn't been born into the Assassins. I wish I had chosen this life. Is that good enough?
Sure, but why is that?
Because choice is the central idea of our creed. It underpins everything, right? It's about free will. It's about seeing the evidence before you and saying, yes, this is what I want. Or, no, this isn't for me. But when you're born into a group like this, or any other, like I was, you get mixed signals. You get told over and over again, this is what we believe. These are the rules. This is reality. No deviation. And if you question it, oh, they look at you like you killed a puppy. That's hardly free will. It's a weird irony when free will is your central belief, but nobody wants you to believe otherwise. I don't know how to say it exactly, but I always thought there was something self-destructive about our creed. If free will is the most important moral guidepost we have, we should be free to ignore it. To choose submission, for example. You know what I mean? Like, we should be free to side with the Templars. If it's really my choice, I could do that.
Right. It's almost self-refuting. A democracy could democratically elect a dictator or choose to get rid of democracy altogether. Within our creed is the seed of its own destruction. That's what makes it powerful, I think. And fragile.
Right. The more freedom you have, the more risky it is, you know? Anyway, my dad has mellowed over the years, but he was strict when we lived on the farm. He ran a tight ship. I never got the impression that I was free to choose my path forward. Our creed, our tenets, they were drilled into my head. By the time I was a teenager, I was following these rules out of a sense of duty. This was just what we did.
That happens to a lot of organizations over time. A stagnation sets in, you know? A fundamentalism.
Yeah. Following the rules becomes more important than achieving whatever goal you set out for yourself. And people start to lose sight of the reason the rules exist.
That's called deontology, or a form of it. Following a rule for its own sake and not for the consequences it has.
Yeah, but that feels backwards, doesn't it?
Well, I think so. Following a rule is the easy part. Praying, taking a sip of wine, munching on a wafer. Rituals that give comfort.
But that's just going through the motions. It makes people feel like they're doing something. When the hard work is, well, actually getting off your ass and doing something productive. I think people just want boundaries. Tight boundaries. They want to see the four walls that pen them in.
I don't disagree.
Anything outside that, anything that makes life more complex, that's scary. That's what...
Please enjoy your stay. Remember, all garbage must be packed out. And please water the plants once a day. Poor little plant. I looked like you not long ago. Hold tight, love. A new world has opened to us. Once I get my bearings, there is nothing we cannot achieve. Not much left to learn from all this.